Mashup. Number 16, Damn You Son. Number 55, Anasaurus Rex. Number 408, Gnarly Brown. Number 14, Lorelei Kilmore. Number 411, Maybe Good. Number 18, Sinful Chaos. And number 777, Chicken Demon. They are joined by their bench staff, Latina, and Waterboy. One more time for the Bristol Babes. And now for those skating in white, give it up for Ptarmageddon! Skating for Ptarmageddon is number 21, Catnado! Number 324, Sherry's Little Monster! Number 454, Current Rage! Number 311, Twinkle Toes! Number 17, Craftsnack! Number 13, Sugar Honey Iced Tea! Number 289, Fox! Number 609, Magoo! Number 101, Magenta! Number 1031, Quarter Pounder! Number 31, K.O. Number 121, Machete Betty. 321, Machete Betty. I can read my own handwriting, I promise. Number 10, Lana Del Rey. Number 7, Tiffinator. Number 35, Breathe. They are joined by their bench staff, Hot Donna and Absolute Chaos. One more time for Ptarmageddon. Now everyone, if I can ask you to please rise for the land acknowledgement presented by our very own Nikita.
Hang on. Okay, folks, here's our land acknowledgement. Grange City Roller Derby members live and practice on the traditional unceded land of the Dena'ina and Octina people. We honor with gratitude the land itself and those who have stewarded it throughout generations. We are called to continue building mutual respect, connections, and support within our community. A portion of the proceeds from tonight's merch sales will be donated to support missing, murdered Indigenous women. An issue very personal and close to our league and community hearts. Ganesh Chesh.
And if I can ask everyone to please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the UAA Air Force ROTC, as well as the performance of the national anthem by Benji Reed.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Everybody, please give it up for the UAA Air Force ROTC and Benji Reed one more time. And now I have a question to ask you. Are you ready for some roller derby? I love to hear it, and it sounds like you do too. So give it just one moment to get started. Now, show of hands, everybody. I would like to ask you one more question. Please raise your hand if this is your first time at a game of roller derby. Wonderful, welcome. You're right here next to me, so you should be able to hear me real well. Anyone else? Thank you, I see you over there. Thank you so much. Welcome to Rage City's home turf. This is the incredible sport of roller derby. I am going to do my best to give you a crash course on what you are going to be watching. So of course we have two teams. Both teams will field 5 skaters at a time. There are 4 blockers and 1 jammer. You can identify the jammer because they will have a large star on their helmet. The jammer's job is to get past the opposing team's blockers and then do so as many times as they can by making their way around the track in a 2-minute time period called a jam. They don't get any points the first time they get through, but they get 1 point per blocker that they pass on every subsequent go-around. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. They do have a little bit of control over when the jam ends. The jammer that gets through the pack first and legally, one of the rest is going to whistle and point at them. That gives them a status called lead jammer. The lead jammer then is able to tap their hands to their hips twice, and then that will end the jam. So that's the way that you can get your points and then call it off so that your opponent can't get their points. There's a lot of other nuance in there. The blockers all have to stay relatively close together, but you now know what you need to be watching for. All right, let's go and get started. Both jammers breaking free very quickly. Looks like lead jammer was awarded to Vic with the Bristol base. on both sides. Opening up Jam 2, we have Current Rage jamming for Ptarmageddon, going up against Pandemonium for Bristol Bays. Current Rage up on the goes off on the inside line, just 50 taps right through lead jammer Ptarmageddon. Pandemonium getting knocked around in the pack, Sugar Honey IT and Grieve up at the front being supported by, looks like Tiffinator, locking down that tripod, trying to hold Pandemonium down to give Firmware as much time to secure points. No pack is called, that means the blockers need to reconvene to form a tight group, which did set Pandemonium free, giving them that initial pass. Firmware secures their points and calls it off. First point on the board is 4 points for Ptarmageddon. Ptarmageddon testing the outside, gonna step out of bounds and have to go to the back of the pack. Fiery Fury up at the front, pushing back blocks. Windjammer goes to Bristol Bays. Fiery crashes against the pack, punches through and calls it off. Full 4 points. For Bristol Bays, I do believe that is Twinkle Toes jamming for Ptarmageddon. Nikita lead jammer first, tearing through on the inside. Twinkle Toes still lots of energy up on those toe stops, trying to prance through the pack. Bristol Bays trying to do everything they can to slow them down. Both jammers free on that pass. 4 points, 2 for Bristol Bays. Nikita with some offensive jamming, going to send Twinkle Toes out of bounds on the outside at turn 4. Nikita now in the lead, able to potentially grab some scoring points before calling it off. Nikita picking up speed, wanting to get up there and call it off. The final whistle blows for that jam. But what is earned is going to be 3 points for the Bristol Bays, 0 for Ptarmageddon. Jam 5, we have Cat NATO returning, going up against Executioner for the Bristol Bays. Cat NATO, wide, bright smile after getting knocked around and punched through the back. Lead jammer Ptarmageddon. Cat NATO gonna be whipping off of Steady Betty and trying to find their way through. Setting more back for a tumble. Chicken even trying to slow Cat NATO down. Cat Nato's already gone. Nova now with the star for the Bristol Bays. Trying to push through. Bristol Bays Ptarmageddon's full 4-wall in the back. Cat NATO trying to slow Nova down, if possible. So one thing of note, you might have been like, wait a minute, number 69 Nova was not the jammer at the start of that jam for Bristol Bays. You will see that there is one blocker. Nikita skating away from us right now. They have a wide stripe on their helmet. That blocker is called the pivot. and the pivot can become the jammer. They do so by the jammer removing the star cover from their helmet and passing it to the pivot. They are able to pass it over the line. This is really good for if you're not able to find success to get through the path, if you're just trying to get through quickly, if you're tired. There's a lot of options where you might want to do that, such as what they just did to pressure the points. Jamming for Ptarmageddon, breaking through first. Lead jammer to those skating in white. Then skating in black right close behind. Tries to drop ball on the outside, but the whistles had already blown. Huge shout out and thank you to A France Design for sponsoring Rage City Roller Derby and helping make this sport possible. Grabbing 3 points at the close of that jam. Very little downtime in Derby. There's only 30 seconds between jams. It is go, 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 go. And going into jam 8, looks like we are going to have Twinkle Toes back jamming for Ptarmageddon.
How hot is it?
I believe, if I can read from that far away, I think that is Chicken Demon that might be jamming for. Thank you for turning your back. I appreciate you. That is Chicken Demon jamming for the Bristol Bay. Your third game ever? Chicken Demon jamming in their third game ever, going to be presented up on the outside. Unfazed, jumps right back into the track. Twinkle Toes up in the front, full tripod up the Bristol Bay, trying to buy as much time as possible. Gnarly Brown forming the anchor up to the front of the pack. Drawing lateral work as the tripod moves from inside to outside. And the force going to follow that outside. Keep that door closed. Twinkle Toes trying to push towards the front of the pack, but Bristol Bay recycling, buying time. Twinkle Toes finally pushing through. Lead jammer going to Ptarmageddon. Chicken Demon trying to push and weave their way through the pack. Gonna take a quick hit from Green. Jumps back on. Shoots into the inside line. Dropping Ptarmageddon blockers left and right. Twinkle Toes now on a scoring pass. Gonna crash up against Akita. Trying hard to push through the pack. Bristol Bay not willing to give much leeway. Twinkle Toes forced to call it off as Chicken Demon approaches on a scoring pass. Double goose eggs.
We are at a cozy 37 degrees with cloudy skies today, guys. Rainy would be nice. Welcome, Sarah.
Catnado back on the track for Ptarmageddon. Going up against Executioner for Bristol Bay. Pack bringing it in tight, trying to slow both jammers down. Catnado tries to shoot to the inside, Nova slams that door closed. Catnado says, fine, I'll take the outside instead. Lead jammer Ptarmageddon. Catnado with an apex jump inside of turn 1. 4 points, Ptarmageddon. Back in blasted apart from the inside. Catnado crashes up, grabs some points and calls it off. Pandemonium back on the line for the Bristol Bay, up against Urban Rage for Ptarmageddon. on penalty being assessed to Magoo. They will spend 30 seconds in the penalty box. That drops one PTARMY out of the way for the Bristol Babes to try to push for some additional success. Very quick footwork from Pandemonium, pushing through on the inside at third line. Got an elbow penalty picked up by Burnrage. That means it's going to be a power jam for the Bristol Babes. 30 seconds, not having to worry about the opposing gym or about what points they might threaten. Pandemonium now in a scoring pass, trying to find a way through the back. Trying to take just a moment to assess the situation. KO, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Magoo back up on the track now, also supported by number 10. That is going to be Lana Del Rey. Ptarmageddon trying to burn that clock down to get Burnrage back out of the box. Burnrage was our lead jammer, which means we're going for the full 2 minutes. No one can call this early. Pandemonium getting around Sugar Honey Iced Tea just to crash into KO. Burnrage, 30 seconds going by faster than we think. Already back up on the track, locked behind, solid as Jamrot. Debutante, more like Gilmore, and Sinful Chaos locking down the rest of the line. Got one of the PTARMYs heading to the box. That leaves 3 on the track with Pandemonium to push past. But that is a full 2-minute fight. Big shout out and thank you to one of our season sponsors. That is Rise Fitness. Thank you. Going against Cherry's Little Monster from Ptarmageddon. Cherry fight to stay in bounds on the outside. Lead jammer, Ptarmageddon.
Lana, pass down her message to her.
Cherry's Little Monster on a scoring pass, going to be hurled out of bounds by Nova, forced to call it off, preventing Fireweed from threatening points. Timeout being called by the Bristol Babes. Let's say that 10 times fast. Everyone, if I could please get a quick cheer and thank you to all of our officials and volunteers tonight. Team 3, those in the stripes, those in the black shirts. This game's not possible without you. Shout out to our medics for keeping us safe and making sure that hopefully we don't need you, but I'm glad that you're here all the same. Thank you to everyone for volunteering your time. Everyone here is volunteers. And we literally can't play the game without them, so thank you once again to Team 3. Fan favorite. If you take a look around the track, there's probably going to be some QR codes on some pages around. We know you love our Derby athletes, the big hits, the apex jumps, and all those exciting power jams, so why not tell the skaters that for yourself? Vote for fan favorite using the QR codes. Stick around right after the game for the fan favorite announcement. Timeout concluded. Going now into Jam 12, I think. Nikita with the star for Bristol Babes, picking up lead jammer. goes, crashes right up against Baby Good, falls to the ground, right back up into the track. Nikita on his scoring pass weaves through the pack. Scores for freedom for the full 4 points. Nikita communicating with their bench. See what their bench said would like. Should I keep going? Sure, we'll keep going. Nikita now is scoring fast, crashing up at the front of the pack. Back inside. 4 points for the Bristol Bays. Big until you see someone sprinting around it and they get around it in about 9 to 10 seconds. Massive 20-point jam put up by Nikita. Jamming for the Bristol Bays, Tornado for Ptarmageddon. Tornado passing through the pack, picking up lead jammer for Ptarmageddon. He says, I see what you did, Nikita. Want me to try to undo that? Quick hit sends Nick swirling, but unfazed, they have pushed through the pack. Tornado grabs their 4 and takes them to go. To Nova on the Bristol Bays.
Now watch me whip, now watch me nay-nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay-nay.
An official review being called by the Bristol Bays. I'll explain what that is in just a moment, but hold on, please. incredible officials, and they do an incredible job. But as you have probably already noticed, roller derby is a very active, very intense sport, and they do their best to catch everything that we may or may not have done. But we're all human, we might miss things, which is why the teams have the ability to call an official review of we think you missed something or you called something that we don't agree with. So we have this meeting in the middle. The team that called the official review presents their case. This can result in penalties being assessed or being taken away, points being awarded or taken away as a correction of what should have happened. So Bristol is calling an official review to question the potential use of 324 Jammer, Cherry's Little Monster, when they jump the apex, of using their arm to assist them in the jump, which would be a forearm penalty, which is illegal, which you go to the penalty box. The referees had a conversation, and they did not witness that forearm happen. Whether it did or did not, they did not see it, and so they could not call it, so there is no penalty being assessed, and the official review is not retained. Jamming for Ptarmageddon, picking up lead Jammer. Jamming for Bristol Babes, sees Fox in front of them and falls out in pain of like, no, why are you in my way? Stop it. Twinkle goes on a scoring pass in the back, locked behind Nova. Being supported by number 408, Gnarly Brown. Finally pushes free as there is only 2 blockers to hold them down. Twinkle goes back on another scoring pass. Bristol Babes wall reassembling. Full 4 wall now in force. Debutante holding that inside line, assisted by Gnarly Brown. Both defensive lines holding down the opposing Jammer very securely. Bristol Babes trying to make sure that they buy time for Pandemonium to push through. Twinkle Toes does fall, but they still stayed inbounds, allows them to get through on that pass, picking up the full 4 points. To debutantes, which means we will not be in a power jam situation going into Jam 17. Shout out and thank you to Adobe Express for their continued support of Rage City Roller Derby. Be interested in getting involved with roller derby. If you're excited to get off the bleachers, if you look great in black and white stripes, or if you're looking for a new hobby to get you moving and meet some pretty rad people, you are more than welcome to join Rage City Roller Derby. You can come skate, officiate, or volunteer with the league. We will teach you everything you need to know. Just show up. It's that easy. testing that inside line, going to be knocked out of bounds by Lorelai Gilmore, dragged to the back of the bag. Full throw off of the Bristol Babe, slowing burn rate down. 2 blockers remaining, trying to keep Nikita locked down. Weaves around Craftsback, just Sugar Honey Iced Tea left in their way. Weaves around the inside, but that burn rate's going by. Lee Jammer, no, it is not Lee Jammer. Lee Jammer has been awarded to Nikita. Nikita now on a scoring path is in control of this jam. Track cut penalty on Nikita makes it a power jam for Ptarmageddon. Also means that we're going for the full 2 minutes. Burn rate also now on a scoring path. The first scoring path able to threaten points on this go-around. Debutante, after spending a short little break in the box, returns to the track. Burn rate is going to be pushed out of bounds on the inside, resets to the back. Magenta rejoining the track after a short penalty break. Nikita back on the track, both teams back up to full strength. Nova with a wide smile being called out of play, having to let burn rate go. Nikita on a scoring path now, trying to weave their way through the pack. Gonna drop around the outside of Magenta and Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Full 4 points. Both sides. 2 minutes hard fought. 4 points on each side. 0 traction gains. All we did was make ourselves a little more tired. Lex Houston now jamming for Bristol Babe, going over the Cherry's Little Monster for Ptarmageddon. Communications for their continued support of Rage City Roller Derby. Fury is so close up. Look, if you want them, you better be fast. Harley Fury weaves through the back, crashes up against that white wall up at the front. Intimidator KO trying to lock it down. Tripod reassembling on both sides. Those jammers now on a scoring pass. Harley Fury going to lean in Intimidator to stay in bounds. 4 points for the Bristol Babe. Quakertown's going to take what they can. Doesn't want Fireweed to get more than they already got. Calls off the jam. Reset. This being dragged back by Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Catnado already back up at the front of the pack, being held down by Nova. Debutante trying to hold them down a little bit longer. Digital Chaos providing support. Both just reset, go again, reset, go again. Six up the front, tearing through, one left, go across that 53, lead jammer, Bristol Bay. Vic's already crashing through the back on the scoring pass. Jukes through, calls it off. Gonna be 1 point for Cat 803 for Vic. Ptarmageddon. And that's after a successful scar pass. We're going for the full 2 minutes. Sugar Honey Iced Tea down jamming for the PTARMY. Pushing through on the inside line. Gonna bowl over a solid as Jamrock. Trying to squeeze past Squash on that inside line. Bristol Bay doing everything they can to burn down that clock. Hold Sugar Honey Iced Tea down. Pushing through. First story pass for 4 points. Squash Anasaurus Rex, Chupacabra assembling that tripod up at the front of the back. Sugar Honey Iced Tea gonna try that outside line, completely breaking the tripod apart. Saw it as Jamrock trying to hold it down. Burn that clock down, Chupacabra, 1 last go. Sugar Honey Iced Tea with 4 more points. Sakita insert their penalty back up on the track, trying to push through the track. Pushes through, but that is an initial pass. That is no points yet. They gotta make it back around if they want those points. Sugar Honey Iced Tea now on that inside. Manages to stay in bounds. 4 more points for Ptarmageddon. Sakita on the inside, gonna take 1 strong hit from Grassman. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, 4 more. Nikita trying to find their way through after getting knocked out by Grassman. That's the 2-minute whistle. 4 points for the Bristol Bay. That long whistle means it is halftime, everybody. Good opportunity to get yourself something to eat, something to drink. Please be sure to check out our indoor vendors. We have AK Cookie with concoction breads and provisions. They're a local Anchorage bakery with pop-up and delivery service. They're offering a variety of sourdough and gluten-free breads and sweets. We also have Masubes. They specialize in Masubis, teas, and desserts. Every Masubi is hand-rolled with love, ready to make any moment a little more special. Or, just saying, we also have some Girl Scouts in the building. Girl Scout Troop 540 is here if you need to get your Girl Scout cookie fix. But yeah, so we are going to have a halftime event, which is going to be hosted by a couple of skaters. As soon as they're going to clear off the track, and then we'll get ready for that. That is going to be the running of the roller gear. We'll see you in just a couple minutes. Thank you so much, everybody. That long whistle means that halftime is concluded, everyone. for the Bristol Babes. That's going to pick up lead jammer first, breaking free. Again, to pick it up the penalty, dropping one of the Ptarmageddon blockers out. It's pushing by. The Sparks blessing their way. There's the full 4 points on the board. Trace Little Monster still trying to find their way through. Squash assisted by Deputy Tom, going to close that door on the outside line. Takes already back around the track, ready for another scoring pass. Barely slows down on the outside. Another 4 going up. Trace Little Monster still working on that initial pass, going unilateral to the outside line, trying to push their way through. Bristol Babes locking it down. Vic saying, hang on, I need to get through. Give me 5 points. Yeah, lock them down, let me through. Okay, thank you, bye. 4 more points going to the Bristol Babes. Vic on another scoring pass, puts it through. 4 points after a successful star pass. 2 blocks on Ptarmageddon. Big 16-point jam by the Bristol Babes. Thank you to Ravens Ring Brewing Company for their continued support of Rage City Roller Derby. Executioner jumping into action for the Bristol Babes, attacks that outside line. Ptarmageddon going to slam that opening close, forcing Executioner to retest on the inside. Twinkle Toes jamming for Ptarmageddon, trying to twinkle through. There it is, right up on those no stops. Lead jammer going to Ptarmageddon. Executioner trying to get through to grab some points. Going to take that inside line, going to be thrown out of bounds by Magenta, assisted by Sugar Honey IC. Machete Betty retaking the track, assisted by KO. Executioner pushes by on the inside. 4 points for the Bristol Babes. Twinkle Toes barely slows down on their scoring pass, put 4 up and is already back around, ready for 4 more. Throws those hands up to say that they are calling it. On the backseat of the motor, wrap me up between your legs and arms. Oh, I can get enough. I know you can tell me apart. Pull me back together into my heart. I never thought that I could love this hard. Oh, I can get enough. I'm feeling right. Wanna be the picking up a quick lead jammer. Fireweed barely stepping out of bounds on the inside. Resets to try again. That Nico going to crash in his Debutan's shoulder, equated with the ground. Unfazed, back up on all 8 wheels. He calls it off. Shout out and thank you to Advanced Physical Therapy, season sponsor of Rage City. Both jammers fighting to push past the opposing line. Both 4 walls blocking it down strong. Signator forming the bridge, make sure we maintain pack cohesion. Tripod of the Ptarmageddon slowly wheeling away. Pandemonium on the inside. Pandemonium barely stepping in front of their opposition, getting lead jammer, but being re-swallowed by the pack. They did still have control of the jam though and called it off, negating the ability for Ptarmageddon to threaten points. Cherry's Little Monster jamming now for executioner for Bristol Babes. Cheers to the monster up at the front of the pack. Only Nova remains in their way. Pushing free, lead jammer Ptarmageddon. Executioner, lots of energy, still attacked in the back of the pack. Throws that shoulder in the Fox, says, I would like to go by, please. Sends it to the ground. Initial pass completed. Gonna be a forearm penalty though, making it a power jam for Ptarmageddon. Series of the Monster has 30 seconds to not worry about their opposition, although that 30 seconds already been counted down for a little while. Nova up at the front of the pack. Got a forearm penalty being assessed to Series of the Monster, which means that now it's a new power jam for the Bristol Babes. Would be very fun if we didn't have a jammer on the track. Executioner now back at jamming. Has to make sure they got both skates under their feet. Wants to try and get the decision for Anchorage Rex for Sugar Honey Iced Tea, making sure that there is no opening to be garnered. No pack is called. Pack has to reassemble, which is enough for Executioner to push through. Here's the Monsters serve their penalty. Both jammers back on the track. No lead means we're going for 2 minutes though. Both jammers testing the outside, both being knocked out of bounds. Cherry testing to the outside, Executioner on the inside. So little downtime in Derby that it makes you tired very quickly. There's little Monster pushes through on the outside of turn 4. 4 points to Ptarmageddon. Back with the star for Ptarmageddon. Up against Nikita for the Bristol Babes. Nikita pushing through first. Lead hammer goes to the Bristol Babes. Still working on that initial pass. Full four wall of the Bristol Babes, locking it down strong. Nikita now on another scoring pass, trying to push through the back. Twinkletoes with a strong hit sends them to the ground, and not before a successful star pass to Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Nikita put everything they can, man. Can I knock you out? You know what I can do? I can end the jam. Thank you. Thank you to AK Waste for their sponsorship and continued support of Rage City. Very quickly, jammer picked up by Catanado. Marvin Fury unfazed, floating through. Catanado very quick, drops in the outside line. Grabbed by Nova, calls it off, grabs what they can. 3 for Catanado, 0 for Fix. That's not Fix, that's Fireweed. Jamming for Ptarmageddon. That's Fix. jamming for Bristol Bay. Sheer terror, just using absolute strength to push the opposition out of the way. Lead jammer Bristol Bay. Six now on the scoring pass, grabs the initial 4 points. Successful star pass over on Ptarmageddon. Their new jammer number 7, Tiffany. But eats it in the ground instead. It's gonna be 2 for Bristol Bay. Executioners back down jamming for Bristol Bay. Up against Twinkle Toes for Ptarmageddon. Both jammers being knocked out of bounds, having to reset. Both teams doing good at recycling their blockers, making sure that they always have someone there ready to fill any opening that might be offered. Debutante's actually using one of the Ptarmageddon blockers, and you'll stop your own jammer if you have nowhere else to go. Both jammers on that outside line, going back, being dragged back by Tiffinator and Nova. Executioner trying to push through on the inside, going to be barely stepping into bounds, has to completely recycle to the back. Bristol Bay's tripod up at the front, maybe good for like Gilmore and Debutante. Tiffinator trying to help create an opening for Twinkle Toes. Twinkle Toes trying to stay in bounds to a broken Warlock. Maybe good, hoping to get them out of bounds. They don't out of bounds, but that's going to be a blocking out of play penalty. And Twinkle Toes getting free. Lead jammer is being awarded to the Bristol Bay jammer, Executioner. Points for the Bristol Bay, 0 for Ptarmageddon. And ready, please remember we do have a beer garden. Quench your thirst with a visit to our beer and cider garden, overflowing with crafty local creations from Ravens Ring Brewing, Double Double Cider, and Brewers. As just a heads up, they normally have last call at about the 10-minute mark of the game, and we are at 16:45 right now. So if you need one more beverage, now's your opportunity. On the outside, lead jammer. Transition by Catnado, going to get them barely in the front to call it off, grabbing that 4 points. One for Ptarmageddon. Little by little. Thank you to Do Closer with the Non-sanctioned. Optics for their sponsorship of the Rage City Roller Derby.
Ptarmageddon score is 109. Bristol Bays score is 87.
Here's Little Monster jamming for Ptarmageddon, latching on to the Tiffinator to whip through the pack. Lee Jammer is going to see Ptarmageddon. Close defensive walls, jockeying for position, but Sheridan's going to call it off. So let's go into just reset. Let's do it again. Comes up quick, gonna step around gnarly Brown, cuts to the inside, leans into Tiffinator. We're gonna step out of bounds and says, nope, I gotta take what I got there. Even if it's only one, that's more than what they got. We also have our service partner here, Anchorage Humane Society. They operate Anchorage's Adopt a Cat shelter, whose mission is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome cats in Alaska. The wall like it was a thicket of weeds. There you go. Jamming for Ptarmageddon, rushes by on the outside. The Fiery Cheer getting ping-ponged by Sugar Honey Iced Tea in green. Steps by, barely misses a heavy swing by Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Burn Rage now on a scoring pass as the pack moves into turn one. Burn Rage wants to take that inside. More clearly and blows by his ex-Denny Comet. Burn Rage taking the stance, says like, I may have been thrown out of bounds, but you know what? I'm still incredible. And I got my points, so, you know, take it to go. Dance party on the jam line. Here's Little Monster, Ptarmageddon, Nikita. Bristol Bays. Nikita taking just a quick knee. May fall, but right back up. Magoo and Krasnak doing everything they can to hold Nikita down. On the outside. Gonna be a forearm penalty on Nikita. That's gonna make it a power jam for Ptarmageddon. Magoo trying to trap Lorelei Gilmore in the back of the pack, trying to keep people away from slowing Cherry Little Monster down in this power jam. Squash out of play is called, having the set Cherry's Little Monster free. That is the initial pass. Cherry has to do it again to get points now. another 30 seconds. There's Little Monster going to be pushed out of bounds on the outside by Nova. Maybe nice not having to worry about your opponent, but that doesn't mean that you don't still have to fight to get through the pack. Hard fight. After 2 minutes, Ptarmageddon gets 3 points. And thank you to Farnsworth and Vance, continued season sponsor of Rage City.
The score is 118 for Ptarmageddon and Bristol Bays at 89.
Jamming now for Bristol Bays. Twinkle Toes on the inside for Ptarmageddon, picking up the lead jammer. Everybody, if you or someone you know might be interested in sponsoring this incredible sport, you want to see your banners at a game or get your logo on the team jerseys or hear my call outs at these events, we have a wide variety of ways to sponsor the league with tons of perks for you and your business. Please visit RageCityRollerDerby.org for more information. Just laying on their opponents. This ain't a penalty that keeps me in bounds. Lead jammer Ptarmageddon. Nato pushing by, wanting to grab points and hopefully prevent Dix from threatening any of their own. It's going to be 2 for Ptarmageddon, 1 for Bristol Bays. Bristol Bays. So I didn't have any in the first half, but I do for the second half. Who wants free stuff? Here, let me grab some more. Hang on. I'm fast enough. I can do this. Here. I'm coming!
Armageddon and Bristol Bays are at 90.
Everybody, we may have about 6 minutes left in this game, but that doesn't mean the fun has to stop. The official after party is going to be at the Peanut Farm. Raise a glass, grab a bite, and kick up your heels with the Brewery Derby team. Join us immediately after the game for MVP awards, food, drinks, and fun at the Peanut Farm, 5227 Old Seward Highway.
We're at a standstill. Here we go.
jamming for the Bristol Babes.
It's coming through.
Up at the front of the pack, popping up on those toe stops to stay in bounds. And now Freedom, the lead jammer, Bristol Babes. Forearm penalty going to be assessed to Magoo. His penalty was just a little bit easier, and that was easy enough to get the 4 points. Tearing around the track on another scoring pass. Burgrave still trying to find their way to freedom. Pandemonium approaching on a scoring pass, going to weave through on that inside, grab what they can, and call it off. And that's going to be 2 more points for the Bristol Babes. Cherry's Little Monster jamming for Ptarmageddon. Going up against somebody on Bristol Babes. They're locked in that mess. Cherry's Little Monster splitting free from the pack first. Squasha and Solid as Jamrock wanting to lock it down. Maybe Good trying to help assemble that tripod up to the front. Little Monster had to take it easy. That could be enough to strap them back down, but they are set free. Fiery Fury approaching now on a scoring pass. Very quick guys, very fast laterals, juking on those inside edges of their wheels. Weaving through, calls it off. It's going to be 1 for Ptarmageddon and the full 4 for Bristol Babes. Executioner jamming for Bristol Babes up against Twinkle Toes for Ptarmageddon.
You gotta fight for your right.
Correctional penalty assessed to one of the Bristol Babes blockers. They're going to head to the penalty box for 30 seconds. Got another directional penalty being handed out, this time to a Ptarmageddon. Executioner breaking free, Paris, lead jammer of Bristol Babes. Executioner just skating right by on the inside, 4 points. Executioner going to throw a shoulder into Magoo, trying to weave their way through. Magoo holding down the line up for Sugar Honey Ice Tea and Teddy Betty, who's built up the front. No back is called, Sexual Executioner free. 4 more points. Got a penalty being assessed to the Ptarmageddon jammer. And they were assessed a double, which means they got to sit there for 60 seconds. The Executioner pushing by for 4 more. Grabbing 4 more points. differential. Vince with the star for the Bristol Babes. Timeout being called by Ptarmageddon. Gonna need to take a moment. They got 60 seconds to figure out how they want to strategize going into the next jam. Everybody, we may be coming up near the end of this game, but this is not the end of roller derby. There is another home game right back here at the O'Malley Sports Center. Saturday, April 26th at 6 p.m. They're doing an official review. I didn't make it over there in time, so I won't know what they're talking about. But they're talking about rule stuff, so instead I'll just talk to you about what's happening in the future. So yeah, Saturday, April 26th, back here, 6 p.m. We're gonna have another Rage City game. I hope to see you there. Also remember that we do have multiple merch tables. I shouted out many of our wonderful vendors. We also have our own merch sales if you want to sport some of your own gear for the team that you want to represent. A portion of those proceeds do go to support missing murdered Indigenous women, an issue that's very personal and close to the league and the community's hearts. Also, we're raising money for our Rage City Juniors. They have their own table. They're trying to raise money for jerseys and future travel. So if you please go check out the merch tables, we would be greatly appreciated. And once again, reminder everybody that the after party will be at the Peanut Farm. I hope to see you there.
I think you made a decision.
Official reviews concluded. I didn't see a change on the scoreboard or who's in the penalty box, so I'm going to assume that the official review was unsuccessful. It was not retained. Jamming in this power start position for Bristol Babes. It's now on a scoring pass. Six weaving through, trapping Tornado at the back. Daniel wants to drag Big back, but Ptarmageddon's going to slam that close and no, you're going to stay here with me. You're going to get out of bounds yourself. Big pushes by. 4 points. Maintain the lead change, everybody. Bristol Bay now ahead by 1 point.
Bristol Bay just went by 124 now.
Dick's trying to push through the pack, trying to find some more points to increase that lead as much as they possibly can. Dick's calling it off, grabbing what they can. Gonna be 2 points at the very end. Catman couldn't quite get there. 2 points gonna just push that lead just a little bit higher. Your unofficial final, Ptarmageddon 124, Bristol Bay 126.
Bristol Babes at 126. That's the final score.
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Please remember that there is an after party at the Peanut Farm. If you're interested in attending, the next home game will be back here on April 26th. I hope to see you there. And if you can hear me over the shouts and celebrations, Janny Roberts, if you forgot your card at the beer garden, you should probably please go get it. Once again, Janny Roberts, your credit card is over at the beer garden.
Awesome game to participate in.
Alright, man. Let me know if you want to go fishing in the morning.
I'm going to give the teams just another moment to convene in their post game, but I do have the fan favorites in my proverbial pocket.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Jen.
Bristol Babes have concluded their discussion.
It was pretty close by like 3 points. Oh, no problem. It was fun. Hope to do it on the next one. It was my first time, so I didn't mean to scream at the headset. Or woo.